What you trying to do? You watching me stream? Heard this beat drop? Guess I got a new theme. Reactions on the channel. You trying to see gaming? They call me J Jackson, but I ain't even famous. Now watching JC is kinda sorry. Only the best from Jose Calamari. What's up, y'all? I'm JC and you're watching Jose Calamari, bro. Welcome to another video on the channel. I'm just sitting here, bro. Still waiting for my medicine. My medicine I took, saying, for my foot issues. If y'all know, I'm waiting for it to, it kicked in, but it's not really kicking in. So I have another medication I'm going to take. And that medication has 500 milligrams of antihistamine. If y'all know what antihistamine is, it's pretty much, it's what you take for like a NyQuil, DayQuil. It helps you sleep. You know what I'm saying? Once you sleep, or in DayQuil, NyQuil, the pain, or like the, you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to be able to sleep and past symptoms. But anyways, long story short, these two things I'll be mixing together, bro. These tablet and the thing is gonna put me out, bro. Before that happens, I'm scrolling on YouTube and I'm just like, what do they have that's new? Okay, and then I ran into aggressively average, bro. And I think we were actually something aggressively average a while ago, if not on this channel, but my other channel, simply called Calamari, which I need to get back on top of. I'm super sorry about that. That channel is turning to deadness, turning dead. Celeste, I'm uploading that. Don't worry about that. But the point is, this video came across my timeline and it says, the real reason Tori and Andre never dated, racism ? By aggressively average. So what they was trying to say is Nickelodeon, they like niggas, or they just didn't want black people and white people dating. That's crazy. That's insane. But let's jump into this video, 13 minutes, see what he's talking about, see if anything actually sounds true or not during this video. You know what I'm saying? Because people be doing that, they be undercover racism stuff, bro, in the children programs, bro. You gotta catch it.
Dan Schneider may love feet, but you know what he doesn't love? Black people dating white people.
Crazy.
Seriously, I was watching Victorious the other day and couldn't stop thinking about how Tori and Andre would have made a great couple, and how I wondered why the show never went in that direction. And some things started to click in my brain that I never picked up on.
Oh no, Tori and Andre. Here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. I ain't never vibed it. Every time Tori and Andre came in the thing, they just seemed like really good friends. I didn't see like them really kicking it like that. And I don't know. I know that was like a ship they had, bro. I don't know. I just never saw it. Even when Andre had that like episode where he fell for Jade, that was even like left field. Like what the, like Andre and Jade, like. I was excited to see what's gonna happen between Andre and Jay. Don't get me wrong, that song he came over for was dope, but it's just like, what the like, I don't know. Andre with anybody on that show, they just didn't seem like they matched well. But that's just me though.
As a kid, as I've been rewatching these shows for my videos, I've noticed some consistent patterns from Dirty Dan, that he doesn't seem to let black characters ever date the white characters. And this pattern seems to appear in nearly all of his shows. Drake and Josh, iCarly, Victorious, Zoe 101, hell, even fucking Henry Danger. If something happens once, it may be a coincidence, fine, and maybe it means nothing, right? But if it happens over and over, then that raises some eyebrows, to say the least. Let's be real, if Andre was the same exact character with the same personality, but instead of Andre, he was a white guy named Ricky or something who looks like this, he and Tori 100% would have dated, no doubt about it.
Yo.
Even when every other...
Hey Ricky, why is it funny, bro? I don't know why is it funny, but why does that low key seem true? Just keep it a bean. Let's rewind it for like 2 seconds.
White guy named Ricky or something who looks like this.
Look at them two. Tori... Tell me now. Think about this random AI looking dude, right? And then think about Victoria Justice, and think about him replacing Andre in all those scenes that Andre was in, bro. I think they would have dated. Let's keep it a bean. I think they would have dated.
100% would have dated, no
They
doubt
probably
about
would,
it.
if he looked
Even
like
when
that.
every other character was hooking up left and right, Andre and Victorious got ignored and cast aside time and time again. And I've never seen anyone expose him for this. There's been lots of discussion about his gross foot obsession and his general creepiness, but no one talks about his personal ban on interracial relationships. So today we're going to take a look back at some of these examples of Dan Schneider treating the black characters differently when it comes to the dating subplots of his shows. Because there are some repeated patterns in these shows that are pretty hard to deny. Overall, I think there's definitely enough evidence to prove that he's not just Dirty Dan, he's also Racist Dan. And some might even just call him Ku Klux Dan.
Whoa.
Let's dive into why. Hello.
That's crazy, bro. What if the Nickelodeon Network just didn't even want that happen? I mean, I'm just saying, what if Nickelodeon just didn't want that
If
happen?
you ever watched Victorious, you may have wondered if Tori and Andre were ever going to date. And as a kid, I definitely thought they were going to hook up at some point. Tori and Andre are shown to be very close friends throughout all of Victorious. And on a show filled with toxic relationships, theirs is probably the healthiest one portrayed in the entire show. From the very start, they've been shown caring for one another and supportive of each other. In fact, Andre was the very first person to ever believe in Tori's talent at Hollywood Arts. He was the one who encouraged her to take Trina's place in the big showcase in the pilot episode. Throughout the show, the two of them are frequently seen collaborating, with Andre often composing and arranging music for Tori. They seem to hang out one-on-one a lot, either to rehearse or just bounce ideas off each other. And they're shown performing together in many episodes too. When Tori has to re-audition for Hollywood Arts in Hell and Back Again, she chooses to do it as a duet with Andre, even though everyone else auditioned solo. This shows how much she trusts Andre and respects him as an artist, since she wants his help with something as important as getting accepted back into Hollywood Arts, which means a lot to her. When Tori is desperately trying to come up with a gift for Trina in the Birth Week song episode, Andre helps her think of an idea, then also helps her write, compose, and perform the song for Trina's birthday. He does all this for nothing in return, just because he cares about Tori and wants to help her out. In Diddly Bops, Tori gives Andre a pep talk when he's bummed out about being turned down from a record label, all because he did a silly performance for little kids. She encourages him not to give up, and when he rewrites the Kitty song into a mature love song, she helps him perform it for the record label guy. More so than any of the others in the group, Tori and Andre prove time and time again that they can rely on each other, and that they genuinely care about one another. Both of them provide emotional support when the other needs it, and they are always rooting for each other's success.
Like a good
so, why then did they never date? And not only did they never date...
the chemistry between Andre and them wasn't... They didn't put it through. I didn't see it. Y'all let me know differently in the comment section below. Did y'all feel anything when y'all watched that? It was just two platonic friends, bro. Two people got along really good, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why. Every girl they gave Andre to date in the show, bro, that wasn't a main cast character, he just was clicking it with those girls, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They had the girl that wouldn't stop kissing him. They had the girl that was kind of using him, and he was using her to get to her father, because his father was like a major record label dude. It's like all those girls. It was just, I don't know. Tori just didn't seem like it was his type. They just seemed like really good friends, helping each other out. That's all I got from that. But, you know what I'm saying, maybe I'm tripping.
Hey, they never even hinted at it. There was no will they, won't they suspense.
No
crushing back and forth without it leading to actual dating or anything like that. It was just absent entirely. Now, you may be thinking, what's the problem? It's not that weird for guys and girls to have a close platonic friendship. And that's absolutely true. In real life. But remember, this is a Dan Schneider show we're talking about. Normally, he seems completely incapable of writing a close guy-girl friendship without having some kind of romantic subplot happen between them. Take iCarly, for example. Both Carly and Sam had romantic arcs with Freddie at different points in the show. The show would have stolen...
Here's the thing, with that, though, bro. Sam was constantly on Freddie's jockstrap, so much so that had to have liked him, bro, to a degree to be messing with him that much. No one bullies someone that much without, as far as being like a girl and boy. You know what I'm saying? You know, like that old saying, it's like when you look like a guy, you know what I'm saying, bullies and stuff, you know what I'm saying, girl, when they're like children, it's because he can't express they secretly like her. Bro, she was doing the most. And then that kind of dynamic between love hate relationship is so common, and it's such a common trope in cartoons and things. That was just right there. That was sitting right there for them to make it happen. And because they made that happen, automatic. You know what I'm saying? If you go to Freddie and Carly situation, obvious. That's an obvious make, bro. Like, this nigga Freddie was in love with her since episode one. The nerd finally get the girl. That trope, that was easily like there to be made. You know what I'm saying? That was built in the show's dynamic, bro, with the characters and stuff like that. So this is completely different.
Worked fine if they were all just three platonic friends who do a web show together. But in the Schneiderverse, guy-girl friendships tend to always have some romance drama involved. So naturally, we got an episode where Carly kisses Freddie and thinks she loves him, then an episode where Sam kisses him, then a whole plot line about him and Sam dating. Like, come on, man. It's fucking enough. And even on Victorious, pretty much all the others in the friend group had some kind of romantic interactions with each other. All except for Andre. And when fans of the show started noticing this, it led to a famous meme that kept getting shared on the internet. A graphic showing all of the many different romantic relationships between the characters.
What? Hold up. They kissed. Beck kissed Kat? I know Robbie kissed Kat. Trina did kiss Robbie. I remember that episode. Victoria. When did Tori kiss Robbie? She kissed Rex. Beck and Jay, they were a couple. Said they made eyes at each other. Was Beck and Tori made eyes at each other? Robbie and Kat made eyes at each other. So you're saying that everybody in the group, within the main group, had some kind of thing with each other, but when it came to the nigga, oh my gosh, this is a crazy chart. Is this exposing? Is this yo? This is kind of sus, bro.
Very notably left out. You got Tori kissing Beck, Tori kissing Rex. Yes, actually, he got a boner after it. Take me home. Tori and Robbie even kiss in a video that was posted on the Slap. Robbie kissing Kat, Robbie kissing Trina, Jade and Beck dating, Beck kissing Kat. Like, come on now. They're all fucking intermingling and swapping spit with each other. And this got me thinking, what's the real reason for leaving Andre out like this? What is it about Andre that makes Dan Schneider treat him differently than the other main characters? And the only thing I could come up with, unfortunately, is that the reason for the different treatment comes down to Andre's race. For whatever reason, Dan Schneider did not...
Hold on, bro. This is kind of crazy, bro. Like, no cap, this is kind of weird. This is kind of weird. Now that I see that chart and now that you think about it, why Andre never had a kiss scene with, like, at least like Trina, like, or like, I understand they made him like Jade, but there was never no physical kiss or none with, like, because everybody else was playing plays with each other, doing kiss scenes, whether it was a skit, whether it was and they, like, bro, on the Slap, that wasn't even an episode. That was just like extra content, like, when iCarly had their website, the actual iCarly.com, and they had different little web segment for what they would do from the iCarly show. Even though the actual Nickelodeon show by iCarly is about them doing web show stuff, where they actually did web show segments on the actual iCarly.com. So, like, when they had the Slap on Victorious, they actually had the Slap, like, stuff posted on the Slap. So they even did that on extra. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that Andre didn't get no type of. Whoa, hold up, bro. Hold up. I gotta give me a second, but pause. We can be right back. All right, I'm back, bro. I have to go use the bathroom right quick. Anyways, bro, this is not that far fetched, bro. Y'all let me know in the comment section below.
want to depict a black character dating a white character.
You know I'm half Latina.
Even though in real life, people date people from other races
There's
and
nothing wrong
backgrounds
with
all the
that.
time, Dirty Dan preferred to show black characters only dating other black
That's
characters.
true.
Or not dating at all. Although
That's
Andre was
true.
not involved in any of the dating subplots with the main cast of white girls, he was given a girlfriend in a couple of episodes.
Yep, the one who
in
can't stop
Prom
kissing
Wrecker,
him.
his girlfriend was a girl who was obsessed with making out with him,
Exactly.
portrayed by Tristan Mays, a black actress who
True
formerly
that.
played young Nala in The Lion King on Broadway. Fucking crazy. I never knew that as a kid. That's for
Neither-
damn
didn't
well
know
sure.
that.
In another episode called Andre's Horrible Girl,
Another black
he dates a
girl.
girl named Hope who
Nothing-
is
once again, nothing
hostile,
wrong with that.
controlling, and, well, horrible. Just like in Prom Wrecker, Andre's girlfriend in this one is also played by a black actress. And she and Andre break up by the end of the episode. So, not only do they limit Andre to dating just other black people, but those black girls are also portrayed poorly, with one of them
Oh.
shown as being hypersexual, obsessed with making out, and the other shown as being bossy, nasty, and rude.
That is kinda
Yikes.
crazy.
But you may be thinking, well, Andre is just one character, and maybe his character just happens to only like black girls. Maybe that would be a fair enough
Yes, that
point.
could be a
but
thing.
Andre is not the only example of Dan Schneider treating a black character differently, because another pretty damning example can be found in a different show created by Dan Schneider,
Okay.
Zoe 101.
Didn't-
Like
never seen it.
Victorious, Zoe
Never
101
seen it.
featured a friend group made up of both guys and girls,
I've heard of
with
it,
a
never
fair
seen it.
amount of dating going on between members of the friend
Oh
group
my
throughout the
gosh!
series.
Look at Camille from Big Time Rush. I know that she plays Camille from Big Time Rush later on, bro. I never seen Zoe 101. I've seen a lot of clips from it, seen commercial advertising promos. Never watched Zoe 101. Should I go back and watch Zoe 101 as an adult? Y'all let me know in the comment section below. We can do episode analyzing, breaking down like we do on the on the channel, bro. You know what I'm saying? We can break it down, bro. Put it on TikTok if YouTube block me. Come on, bro. Let me know if I should watch Zoe 101.
Throughout pretty much the entire show, Chase crushes on Zoe, and the two of them actually end up dating eventually. There's also an episode early on where Zoe thinks she might like Logan. Lola gets a crush on Chase at one point and asks
Victoria,
him out,
Texas.
and the two of them briefly date. A new white boy, James, joins the
A
friend
new
group in
white
season
boy.
4, and Zoe starts dating him. Quinn dates Mark Del Figolo for a lot of the series, but then switches to dating Logan towards the end, who she eventually marries in the worst abomination of a spin-off movie of all time, Zoe 102. Don't worry, I'll
Okay.
review that shit soon. There's a lot of inner dating amongst the friend group, is the point. And nobody cares enough to make a graphic for this show, because who really gives a shit about Zoe 101? But it would look a lot like this. You notice who's left out? Yeah, Dustin. Just kidding. Fucking Michael. Throughout the
Why
whole
the black
show,
dude keep
even
getting
with
left
all
out?
these crackers dating each other left
Whoa,
and right, for
he's
some
saying it,
reason,
not me.
Michael is never...
Let it be known that he's saying it, not me. He's saying it, not me. I did not call them people that, bro. When I say white people stuff, I say racial before. I promise, yo. I love white people. I love white people, bro. That's crazy though. Wait a minute. Hold up. I'm thinking. Oh, never mind. This is kind of crazy. I just thought of it because I was like, "What is there any Nickelodeon show where like a black person dates somebody else?" Actually, there is. And guess what? Oh, boy's not behind it. What's it? Nasty Classified School Survival Guide. If you ever seen that, Dan Schneider is not behind that. It's someone else. And Cookie, the black dude who's in the main cast, he winds up messing with that Asian chick. She doesn't mess with a black chick, and he's trying to go after what's her name? The other girl, the white girl, bro. That's a geek at first, and then she turns into like this popular girl, and she's still a geek at heart. Lisa Zemo, that's her name, bro. Bro, that's crazy. So Dan really moving like that. Wow.
Included. Nobody ever tries dating him. When they finally decide to give Michael a girlfriend, they, wrote an entire new character into the show named Lisa just so that he could date another black person. Why is Dan Schneider so
Maybe he don't have
adamant that
chemistry
black
with the main
people are
cast,
only
though.
allowed to date other black people on his shows? I don't understand. And you know what? On Henry Danger, Henry's best friend Charlotte is black, and those two also also never date. They remain platonic friends for the entire length of the show. And also, on iCarly, there couldn't just be guys and girls as best friends. They had to explore the dynamic of both sets of characters dating. But suddenly, when one of those best friend characters is black, it's kept strictly platonic.
Is it exposing Dan Schneider for more stuff?
Sounds a little sus to me. And just to be clear, I'm not someone who thinks there needs to be diversity shoved into absolutely everything just for the sake of having diversity.
Let's keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it a bean, even though everything he said in this video and it's like eye-opening. I don't think that Andre's character personally matches with any other character as far as a romantic interest. Just the way Andre's character is built. I've never saw him with Kat. I never saw him with what's her name, Jade. I never saw him with, that's me personally. I didn't feel the chemistry and the vibe with those characters, bro. Now, I never seen Henry Danger. I don't know if that black girl and Henry bonds like that, and there are moments between them where there could be something, but they just don't explore it. I wasn't there to see that. That's not on me. And y'all can let me know in the comment section below. In Henry Danger, does him and the black chick have some chemistry, and they just don't let it happen because of racism? That's another. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But let's continue.
Like one of those textbook covers where there's one student of every race plus a wheelchair kid on the front. I realize that life isn't always like that, and it doesn't always need to be shoehorned into everything all the time. But
damn, bro. This video's 13 minutes long, bro. I'm gonna go on a 20-minute reaction. It's still going.
At the same time, you can't deny it is weird to create shows where black characters and white characters don't seem to be allowed to date, like as if it's some kind of rule, to the point where he'll introduce random black side characters for them to date rather than letting them actually interact romantically with the main cast. And the more I thought about this, the more I realized that Dan actually really never allows any portrayals of characters dating outside their own race on his shows, even for small roles and insignificant relationships.
Maybe
Spencer on iCarly goes on a ton of different dates with random women and can be seen with lots of different girlfriends who all only last one episode, by the way. The girl who only likes him because he's wearing a suit. Gibby's mom. That random Playboy model that doesn't even speak English.
True.
He is seen going on dates with over 20 random women throughout the entire series. Why don't you take a guess how many of them are black? Well, I'll tell you. None. Zero. Zip. Same with Drake and Drake and Josh. He loves going on dates with random girls, making out with girls he barely even knows. He's a man whore. Brother is not picky. So why, then, was he never, not once, seen with a girl who's a different race? You're telling me he makes out with random strangers he's never even met, but they gotta be whites only? Okay. Alright, sure. And I don't see these same patterns when I look back at other shows from the early 2000s. For example, on Ned's Declassified, Cookie ends up dating Lisa Zemo. Yeah, at the very end of the series, but it does happen eventually. And Mose dates Feynman, who's from Brazil. Yeah, I know that's a stretch, but still. On the Naked Brothers band, there's some puppy love between Alex and Juanita, and Nat dates Rosalina, who's part Korean. And in True Jackson VP, True dates the mailroom guy, Jimmy,
the main character
is a white guy.
I forgot
and
Jackson.
Lulu dates Mikey J, who is also, you guessed it, a white guy.
Yes, that is true. Now, so you can say Asa Arigato is white, but she's actually like Asian. Bro, I forgot. True Jackson VP is one of the main shows, bro, I mess with. And I forgot that Jimmy, and that is true. Wow. So it's not even Nickelodeon. They saying it's just a Dan Schneider thing. Wow.
All these shows had one thing in common. Dan Schneider had nothing to do with them. So it really seems like Dirty Dan was the one who only wanted to portray characters dating within their own race. And
maybe
if you
that's
still
Dan.
aren't
That's what Dan
convinced,
like
fine,
in real life.
Whatever. Don't take my word for it. But I recommend checking out the documentary Quiet on Set, where some former actors from All That and The Amanda Show talk about how they felt they were treated poorly by him or unequally compared to their white co-stars. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And I'm dying of smoke inhalation right now. This pile of evidence stinks bad enough to confidently label him as Dirty Dan, the big fat racist. Officially, from this point forward, Ku Klux Dan. You heard it here first. But enough of me yapping. What do you guys think? Could there be another reason why Andre from Victorious and Michael from Zoe 101 weren't part of the dating in their friend groups? Or do you think my analysis is spot on? Let me know how you're feeling in the comments, and let's kick it. And I gotta give a massive shout out to the channel.
I think this dude has a point. I think Dan Schneider did that on purpose, but you gotta understand, bro. People was raised with undercover racism built like taught to them from their parents. Like if some parents ever told you some shit like, oh, saying I'm not racist, but like saying white people belong with white people and black people belong with black people, and this ring belong with a certain race. It belong like people say this undercover racism. Like no, bro. Every doesn't matter which color it is love, bro. Doesn't matter. It's a skin color. Does it matter? Saying? If she's yellow, blue, pink, Mexican, Korean, white, black, it doesn't matter. Love is love, bro. And it shouldn't be, oh, only white people belong with this people, or only black people belong with black people. No, bro. I don't believe in that shit. So I feel like anybody's been taught that. I feel like it's been some prejudices slipped in, from the person that taught you that just to they won't openly be like, hey, you don't, but they'll be like, say that to make a slipping and sliding undercover, bro. What do y'all think, bro? That's just me, man. Personally, I don't really care, that, Andre never dated, or whatever, whoop-de-woo. It's just Nickelodeon show the internet, but, I think this dude kind of have a point, though. He kind of have a point. I'm not saying Dan is full-on Ku Klux Klan, but he kind of have a point about Dan choosing, black people with black people too, bro. But with that being said, I'm gonna end the video here, man. It's been ran kind of long, bro. If y'all enjoy these type of videos, let me know. If y'all got any more recommendations about aggressively average or anything, y'all want me to react to on the channel, let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, guys, I'm JC. You watch Jose Calamari. Later, people.